Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will have the football first. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a tight one.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights and telling UCLA, remember, who runs this thing. This is us, okay? We take care of business. Now UCLA gets to do something about it.
You're right, Dave, and I think UCLA is a team that takes a lot of pride in mental toughness, and they admitted to us that in last year's game, they just weren't able to make the plays they needed to make when it mattered most. They want to turn the script. They want to do a better job dialing in this game to get a win over their cross-city rival.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Under fire. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruin. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in. Did you know you already got a touchdown on the board?
Really disciplined job by the coverage. Get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man.
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time this...
Free up the gut! A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete on the comeback. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The sure hands, it's Burgess. Breaks into the open. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Massey. Finds his man, it's Prince. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to turn the corner on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Inside the 45. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Snags it! And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The give. Into the
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with it. Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's O'Neal. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught near the sticks. It's Burgess. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finds his man. It's Riggs. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Back to throw. It's Massey. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bruins.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots?
Oh, he's got some space. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burgess. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about...
It's a running room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one at 2nd and 14. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Scanning the field, it's Massey. He tries to take the top off. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Trojans. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tripped up for the tackle. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Quarterback making checks. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance, they're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the 2nd half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game. I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Pocket breaking down. Heaves it deep. He's got it down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Trojans. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Looking for a big play. He's got it on the outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. They're working that left side.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today they...
Gashing the knee on the right. Powers through. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
UCLA, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's O'Neal. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep...
It's caught. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going to swing it on second down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Back in 1930.